What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from the Puff and Ponder podcast, and this is another episode of the Diary of a Mad Mechanic. Lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part. We had a good customer, and he's a firefighter. So back the blue, back the red. Go team. We respect everything that they do, but lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part. I know if the roles were reversed, and like my house burned down, like he can't say that to me. Like I forgot to change that breaker out forever, and then my house is burning down. And he's like, well, Kevin, lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part. It's different. So I had a good guy come in, and I was too busy to work on his vehicle anyway. And the kids snapped off a couple lug nuts. They weren't their fault. They called me over there. He's looking, because I see him over there. Everybody's staring at it for like 10 minutes, chit-chatting, and I can just hear them all like, who's going to go get Kevin? Who's going to go get Kevin? Everybody's like, I got him last time. You go get him this time. Because I'm up to my asshole in other work. So they finally called me over there, and I come over there. I'm like, what's going on? We broke a couple of spline drive lug nuts. And I look at him, and I look at the guy, I go, you're fucked. And he's like, what? And I go, yeah, you're fucked. There's no getting these off. He's like, I'm leaving for vacation in the morning. And I go, you putting tires on your car the night before you go on vacation? You go, you're an idiot. And like I said, he's a good customer. We can jive back and forth like that. So he's looking at me. He's like, what can we do? I go, nothing. I go, anything I do, I go, I'm going to destroy this rim getting those off. And I go, what asshole bought aluminum lug nuts to put on 22 millimeter studs? And he goes, yeah, it's me. They came with the wheels. And I'm like, what was wrong with the factory wheels? I go, it's a brand new Trailblazer. I go, the factory rims were black and they look cool. And he's like, oh, I just wanted something bigger. And I'm like, yeah, this is what you got. I go, next time, don't be cheap. And so he laughed it off. I go, okay. And he goes, but really, what can you do? And I go, nothing. I go, I got to button this job up, and that takes me until 3:30 when I'm done. And I go, might be an extra 15 minutes, but and I go, he goes, oh, you can't stay late? And I go, this is about 4 hours worth of work. I go, at $160 an hour, remember that. And he goes, what? And I go, yeah, we charge by the hour. I go, this is a bitch job to do. And I go, I don't want to do it. And I go, and I'm not staying late, to do this. And I look at him, I go, I'm the only one around here that doesn't steal from the company. And everybody's looking at me. He's like, what? And I go, stealing time. I go, I get here 40 minutes early every single day. Change my shoes, put my belt and my back brace on, then I clock in, and I work until about 12 o'clock, and I take about 6 minutes to eat my lunch, prop my phone up, watch some TikToks while I'm eating my lunch. God forbid you feel my wrath if you interrupt me during my 6-minute break that I get once a day. And then I get back to work, and I don't stop working. If I'm not working on the car, I'm sweeping, I'm cleaning, putting tires away. I work from the moment I get here until the moment my schedule says I'm ready to leave. And then I go home. I don't stay late for anybody or any car. And so I've been hangry the last few days. I'm doing still the intermittent fasting. I took like 4 or 5 days off to go see my buddy Craig up in Tampa. We had fun, ate a lot of food, and then I'm back, and then I got to get back on that, and then it's been off, and then I've been cranky because my eating schedule's off, my pooping schedule's off, way off. It's 4:18 right now. I should be pooping right now, and I have no desire to poop, so it's usually like 4:10. So that's all been off. So I'm just, I'm going off on this guy just like I'm going off on you. Like you have learned more about me than probably you should know. And, but at the end of the day, and I'm like, no, I'm not staying here like 3 hours chiseling, drilling, and beating these lug nuts off. And I go, and I'm going to destroy this rim. I said, the tire's not that bad a shape. I go, we can put 3 of them on, and then you can come back after you get back from vacation, and we can attempt this. And I go, by we, I mean not me. I go, this isn't a job I want. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not a job I want. So I go, I see if Eric, he likes getting into jobs like this, but it's going to be an all-day job. And I go, and I told him, I said, nobody's going to make any money. You know, I mean, we're probably going to bill you for 3 hours. It's probably going to take longer than that. We're going to be tired. I'm going to damage some tools, some drill bits, some chisel bits. None of those are under warranty. And I go, at the end of the day, I'm not going to make any money on this. And, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So I don't know what they're doing. I left with guys sitting around not doing anything because they steal from the company. They steal time, the most valuable thing that anybody has. And but yeah, I guess if you're watching this long, you know, don't wait until the last moment to get your oil change, to get that nail, that tire. Oh, it's been leaking for about 2 weeks and now I'm going away. Oh, are you now? Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, don't wait until the last moment, because you don't know what's going to happen. Oil change, you're like, oh, something simple like an oil change. We get one of the monkeys, you know, that over torques it and rounds out your drain plug. Got to put a new pan on it. Yeah, we're going to own it. We're going to put one on free. It's 3 days out. 3 days out. Nothing we can do about it. You know, whatever. Yeah, so something as simple as that. You know, you always want at least a week. Go in a week ahead of time, get your oil changed, get your tires rotated, you know, give it a good once over, you know, getting tires. Now, I understand emergencies. That's a completely different situation. You know, you don't have a choice. If this is an emergency, I still wouldn't have stayed, because it's my time to go home, and I don't want to be there until fucking 7 o'clock at night, you know, chiseling and drilling and beating the shit out of everything. You remember that, like, 3 hours at like $160 an hour? I don't make $160 an hour. So Kevin wasn't making jack shit on that job. So even in an emergency, I'd have been like, peace. So, all right, cats and kittens, I feel good. Thank you for not having me to put Jessica through this rant for today. So, all right, cats and kittens, we'll see you next time. Ooh, forgot to hit stop.